Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Switch up.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 28-yard line.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Foles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now Foles. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Third down.
Be alert, be alert.
Foles. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Jimmy Graham.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on second and 10. Foles. And he finds his tight end, Graham.
Foles pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
A gain of
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, first and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 38.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, team. Big series right here.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Taking over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down at the
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Foles on target with that one to Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Bears.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. He didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Robinson.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you got to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
52 is the mark, boy. 52. Flat. 52. Flat 52. 52 is the mark. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. I'm not 52. Back 52. Yeah. Hey, chill.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Derek Brown in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Not easy for Nick Foles of the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Returning, it's Benjamin. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Catch there by DJ Moore was really starting to come into his own, and he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
Anderson loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On second down, it's Patterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's a man who's now third all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Bears, 34-yard.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Bears nothing. Joey Sly to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
They can't hang with us. Check 26.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23. 15 yards on the play, first down.
At the 23-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Panthers 28, Bears nothing. Joey Slye
now to kick off after the touchdown. Here's Cohen now to return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look at...
Now the hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
First down and 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
At the Bears' 8-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 Short pushing through there to make the play defensively. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Here's Cohen now to return. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right here, right here.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. K1 Short picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Derek Brown able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 3-yard line.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
All day, every day, any day. Shoot.
Again, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it in. And this offense is running away with this one. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Here's Cohen now to return. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Flush to his right, and that will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Foles on target to Robinson for the Chicago first. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 47-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles. And his throw here's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. That would have been an easy throw.
That's out to the left and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
But it brings
out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
And the Bears.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. The quick slant caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year, and the Bears claw one back. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. Terrific running there to start the drive, as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This is McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. You give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8. At the
ball at the 23, second and 8. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down, Chicago.
Here's Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Bears.
Now Foles. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That's complete to Mooney. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And look at this, another fake, but he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
First and 10.
It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Slide for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 56, Bears 7. Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And they worked this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
First down, Bears.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Foles trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Bend it.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. 58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
Today's final score, Panthers.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the